What is going on, everybody? CJC presents WandA Workouts and Anime, and this is what the screen is going to look like for the new updates for Battle Grade S+. Now, it looks as if you can get new rewards if you get missions with an S+ ranking. If we go to the gallery, so let's just go ahead and do that. Go to the gallery here. And let's go right there. New tab. Oh, that's sick. So we can get new skills if we get 5 S+, if we get 40 S+ missions, and if we get 100 S+ missions. Are there even 100 S+ missions? I don't even know, but we'll find out. With that being said, let's go ahead and pick a mission. You know what? I think a guaranteed S+. Which one was it again? I always forget. It's been a while since I played, so honestly, I'm gonna be a little bit rusty. Pretty sure it was this one. Here we go. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and, I think I'm gonna confidently pick Garp here, just because I love what Garp's been doing in the manga thus far. New chapter comes out tomorrow or Friday, which is really fitting because once we get the new DLC, a new chapter comes out, which is really sick. So definitely super excited for that. I don't think there's anything I want to change here, so let's just go ahead and get started. So yes, so new skills can be attached. What the fuck just we just flew across the map with Jozu. So new skills can be attached, making your characters even fucking more cracked than they already are. Which, I mean, I was happy with the skills as is, but the fact that you can equip 3 more skills to your characters, I mean, that is just absolutely fucking absurd. So, I'm pretty hyped for it. Like, our characters are gonna be fucking insane. Especially for the Coliseum. Now, for the longest time, the Coliseum, I probably should have recorded my Coliseum run, at least the more difficult version, because I was literally up for hours. I remember that I was doing that over the summer, last summer, of course. And yeah, just trying to do that, man. That shit was fucking difficult, dude. Let me tell you, I never fully attempted it because I would always like just get it. Or like just lose. I would lose in like the 7th or 8th round or some shit like that. Not even. It would be like the 6th round. But I literally had the craziest lock-in doing the Coliseum. So the fact that you can quit more skills, I mean, your Coliseum runs are going to be absolutely insane. You could probably do a Coliseum run with Beige, which is interesting. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it personally, but you know, you can. It's in the realm of possibility. So yes, we get S+ now, so I'm curious if there's a new dialogue, right? Because depending on what ranking, who the fuck shot that? Depending on what dialogue, or I'm sorry, what ranking you get for a mission, right? You get something different with, you know, if you get a B rank, A rank, and of course S rank. So I wonder if they added anything different regarding victory dialogue. So I am curious to see what that's gonna look like. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. We got some new updates, more of an incentive to play the game more because you gotta get S rank. Which I would imagine is pretty easy on most missions. It took me quite a few times to get an S rank with Pirate Warriors King, like the hardest mission in the game. It took me a few tries, like I would just get A rank. So, you know, I'd imagine that mission is going to be very difficult trying to get an S+. So we'll see how that looks doing those missions. Because we could definitely get more gameplay out with or without commentary, depending on what your personal preference is. But now we are just trying to smash through with Garp which I've definitely become more of a fan with the God Valley flashback. I apologize if you're an anime-only fan here. Only fans. But we're gonna try to beat up as many enemies as we possibly can. Time is never really an issue playing these missions. It's more so the amount of enemies that you can defeat. So I think that's going to be my main focus. Just beating as many enemies as I possibly can, just to see what S+ actually looks like here. And yeah, I've genuinely just been so rusty playing this. Like I said, I haven't played probably, I want to say the summer. I think the summer was the last time I played this. I could be mistaken on that. But yeah, I don't play it that often. Just because, you know, there hasn't been anything new necessarily. I love playing it, but I just have not played it that often. I've been playing recently. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch. Super fun. I've really been enjoying that game, and there are definitely aspects of that game that I would love to see in like a Pirate Warriors 5. So I am in the stages of writing scripts for, you know, what a Pirate Warriors 5 could possibly look like in terms of story, character roster, gameplay mechanics, and what the DLC could possibly be. So, you know, definitely stay tuned for that. I don't imagine that comes out probably, you know, post Character Pass 3. So definitely anticipate those videos coming out in February. It's just a matter of sitting down, writing a script. I have a general idea as to what I want to do. I'll just get all these enemies at once. Yeah, I love Garp. I genuinely do. I've become more of a fan. I think if you hate Garp at this point, you're just always gonna hate Garp. But I think he's, for the most part, kind of been cleared. Again, if you're not caught up in the manga, I really apologize. But I'm definitely a Garp fan for sure. And we'll love to see, you know, how Dragon makes it, you know, what's next for Dragon and for Garp during this time period. Although I think we're going to get back to focusing on Harold and Loki now that the incident is essentially done. Rox is dead now. Spoilers. So now we're getting that focus. Also, I'm going to make a quick video if I haven't done so already. I don't know what's going to come first. Either this video or the Bonnie video. Not entirely sure, but it is quite disappointing that the gameplay that they showcased for Bonnie earlier this morning did not showcase her Gear 5 transformation. It is very disappointing. I don't know if it's going to be like an ultimate move that they're going to include in an update, similar to how they did with Divine Departure Shanks. It would be really sick if they did that, but I don't anticipate that being likely, which I genuinely think is very disappointing if I'm just being completely honest. I was in high hopes for them hinting at it, you know, just because, again, I don't know which video is going to come first, but they did hint at another toy that goes, or another figure that coincides with Gear 5 Luffy. So the fact that, hey, like, it's already been hinted at, you know, why not just include it? I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll be genuinely surprised when we get the game, when we finally get our hands on Bonnie this Friday. But it's really hard to say what that's gonna look like, because we really don't know at this point. So that's really the thing. Okay. Holy shit. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright. I was not expecting that to happen when I beat the frickin' transporter. Right, the transport commander? Right, that's who I just defeated right now. Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, like I said, her gameplay looks fine. It is disappointing that, you know, Kuma isn't playable, but Kuma's there as her ultimate, which is quite interesting, but, you know, that's neither here nor there, right? So, I'm excited to play. I'm excited to play. I think I'm really excited to play as Ryuchi for sure. I'm excited to play as S-Snake, because S-Snake looks super fun. I know some people aren't the biggest fan, that, you know, S-Snake's just, you know, a copycat, of course, with fast piece of abilities, but her gameplay looks genuinely fantastic. So I'm not excited at the prospect of having her over a character like Kuma, right? I am just excited for what her gameplay has to offer, because it genuinely looks great. It really does. You know, Bonnie is just, you know, it looks fun. Looks very fun. Right, with her, you know, Nika future. It's almost like I kind of wish Gear 5 had more attacks now. That would be sick if they update his moveset, you know, Gear 5 Luffy's moveset, but, you know, I obviously doubt that. Oh, that hit him. Okay. He was like so far away. I was not expecting that to reach. Even like an ultimate for Garp's Galaxy Impact, although when you're in your, you know, when you're coating yourself with Advanced Conqueror's Augury, if you jump in the air, you can't just spam it, which is great, because it's a very effective move. Let's not act like it's not, you know. But it is disappointing that you don't get like a dedicated ultimate to Galaxy Impact. But I do like the fact that you can just easily spam it, because it is Garp, you know, quote unquote, in his prime, so he should be able to just easily spam those. So it's fun. It's fun to see. But a dedicated ultimate would have been nice as well. For sure, for sure. I definitely think they did a pretty good job. Okay, so we're at 5,500. I honestly stopped keeping track. So this probably should give us an S+. Okay, so we beat Big Mom. We're just going to wait for this mission to run out, and then we're going to head over, assuming we get an S+, which I'm sure we will. We're going to head over to the gallery, see what that looks like, and then go from there, because, you know, it's 5 missions, 40 missions, 100 missions. Which, the fact that there's 100 missions in this game is kind of crazy. But I think that includes the dramatic log. Yeah, so we did get an S+. We did get S+. You get a bonus for S+ now. S or S+, which is nice. Okay. So we're going to now head back to the gallery. So let's head back to the gallery now. And view our rewards. And then there you go. So you gotta do 5 to get an additional skill slot, do 40, and then do 100. So hopefully this helps. This is what the S+ is gonna look like. I'll see you in the comment section below and in the next video. Peace.